Danger Dolan. From a suburban black hole to fish eating fish eating fish. We count 20 images you won't believe weren't altered using Photoshop or wizardry.
Number 20.
Hole in the head. Billy Owen is a family man and former motorcycle mechanic who unfortunately lost his right eye and part of his skull to cancer. Instead of letting a situation beat him, Billy returned life's kick in the bowls and now makes money performing in horror movies, music videos, and at haunted houses.
Number 19.
Unusual dinner guest. This photo is almost too shocking to believe. In it, we can see man and bear setting aside their differences over a nice roast. It looks so damn wholesome. Everyone's smiling like the bear just told a hilarious anecdote. And hey, I'm digging that turtleneck sweater, guys. The reality, as I'm sure you may have guessed, is that this is no ordinary bear. This is Brutus, a TV actor who was raised in captivity his entire life. Brutus is so tame he even performed the role of best man in his owner's wedding.
Number 18.
Perfect formation. It seems that thousands of rehearsal hours paid off for these Chinese troops. They're marching in perfect formation and are all of an extremely similar height and build. It almost looks like someone used the clone tool in Photoshop. I'm surprised the Chinese army were able to recruit this many troops with severe OCD. I mean, how else can you account for such absurd attention to detail?
Number 17.
Goat tree. This photo was taken somewhere in the Moroccan desert. It shows a tree full of goats happily whiling away a warm afternoon. Can you imagine if you were taking a nap under one of these trees and a goat fell on you? I mean, what's next? A cow flower? Say that's not bad. I should patent it. A clower.
Number 16.
Rock balancing. You might think you can debunk this image by screaming Photoshop or super glue, but it's actually an example of an old discipline / art form known as rock balancing. There are no tricks involved to aid in the balancing, so all adhesives, wires, supports and rings are out. The rocks are just stacked in precarious ways that seem to defy gravity. It's like Jenga on ultra hard mode.
Number 14.
Monochrome Santa. Surely this is faker than the fake boobs of Miss Fakerton on Fake Street. But nope, it's completely real. This look is called the desaturated Santa, and the effect is created by hours of painstakingly applied makeup. The costume was debuted at the 2009 San Francisco SantaCon, which, man, had to be one of the top 5 Santa conventions I've ever been to. Apparently, for maximum effect, this monochrome Santa requires a sea of red-clothed Santas for contrast.
Number 15.
The tree drawing. Although this looks like an intricate painting of some wintry forest, it's actually just an aerial photo of a dried out Mexican riverbed from National Geographic. Apparently the water's runoff creates the same patterned effect as a tree growing new branches. Mother Nature sure makes some badass graffiti.
Number 13.
This amazing mosaic illusion is the album cover for jam band Vince Lijan Project's record Terrain. The photographer, Bella Bosodi, created the impression that this was 4 separate images placed side by side. This was done by meticulously arranging the objects in the shoot by color and giving them sharp edges at each intersecting point.
Number 12.
The Black Hole House. No, this isn't a sign that our suburban neighborhoods are about to be swallowed by black holes. It's actually a piece of construction art by artist Dean Ruck. The intensely ambitious project was created outside a Texan house that was due to be demolished. The piece attracted many visitors to the area.
Number 11.
Digarus. This is a photo of 2 Filipino dogs named Cute and Bambi, who were tragically born without legs. But don't worry, they're cared for by their street vendor owner, Lope Tulipus. As you can see, Cute and Bambi can still get around unhindered. It seems their hind legs have grown stronger to compensate for the missing limbs, and their tails appear to play a role in balancing. They still sort of look like dog-kangaroo Photoshop hybrids though, a bit like this shark that's been crossed with a horse.
Number 10.
Descending to hell. This hellish image is of a decorated subway station in Stockholm, Sweden. The natural bedrock has been painted to resemble the underworld, and apparently each of the 100 stations in the train network has its own unique design. At 110 kilometers, the Stockholm metro system has the title of the world's longest art gallery.
Number 9.
Sea monster tentacles. These surfers better watch out because they're headed straight for the long tentacle limbs of the legendary sea monster, the Kraken. Also, this image taken at New England's Innsmouth Beach would have you believe it's actually just some of the most terrifying seaweed man has ever seen, and presumably floated up from the murkiest depths of the ocean, where vegetarian sharks speak with Australian accents and fish have lanterns on their head for some reason.
Number 8.
Epic sandstorm. Oh, come off it. I'm sure I've seen this one before. Isn't this a still from that generic disaster movie where a looming CGI sandstorm wipes out a whole town? No? Oh, so it's actually a genuine photograph captured by a brave photographer in Iraq. Apparently freak sandstorms are a common occurrence in the Middle East.
Number 7.
The tiny waisted lady. This unaltered photo is of Kathy Zhang, the woman who holds the record for having the tiniest waist in the world. She's like a superhero, but with a weird, slightly useless power. By wearing an extremely tight corset for extended periods of time, Kathy is able to reduce her natural waist size, creating the incredible proportions you see here. At 5 foot 4 inches tall, Kathy's waist measures just 15 inches around. That's about the same width as a jar of mayonnaise. Sounds healthy.
Number 6.
The two-faced kitty. This unbelievable image depicts Frank and Louis, the world's longest living two-faced cat, who tragically died in December 2014. Although uncommon, these two-faced cats are completely real. They suffer from a condition called diprosopis and are known as genus cats after the Roman god who is said to be able to look to the past and future with his two faces.
Number 5.
Japanese snow walls. This may look like this bus is driving through some windy snow-capped ravine, but this is actually just a regular level road that's been nearly buried by an astonishing 20 meters of fallen snow. Known as the Teteyama Korabe Alpine Route, this famous sightseeing path stretches 500 meters. It takes 3 expensive days to carve out these perfect lanes.
Number 4.
Half and half. This looks like a digital image shading exercise, but it's actually the astounding aftermath of a deadly toxic sludge spill in Hungary. The trees seem painted at exactly this level because that's how high the river of toxic rose. The sludge spilled from a nearby aluminium factory, causing catastrophic damage to the ecosystem and killing 4. Deadly art.
Number 3.
Shark inception. This is a photo of a shark eating a dogfish, eating a goldfish, eating my sanity. It's a food chain action shot that illustrates how deadly ocean life must be. Seriously, we have it so good up on land. All we really have to fear is each other, and maybe giant anacondas. Unless you live in Australia, where everything is going to kill you. Anyway, in this photo, researchers used bait to attract previously tagged sharks, but a hungry dogfish, which happened to be in the neighborhood, went for the bait first, creating a perfect marine chain of destruction.
Number 2.
Heliport tennis. In this insane shot, we see tennis legends Andre Agassi and Roger Federer squaring off on a custom-built heliport tennis court high above the Dubai skyline. This friendly practice match took place in 2005 on top of the world's only 7-star hotel, the Burj Al Arab. I wouldn't be surprised if their sauna is the size of Disney World.
Number 1.
Franken bunny. Someone's had a few too many carrots. Or is that a few too many steroids? This floppy-eared monstrosity is a German breed of rabbit known as a giant grey. They're bred by a man named Karl Smolinski, who sent some of his creations to North Korea to alleviate chronic food shortages. The big guy in this photo may have been eaten by Korean leader Kim Jong-il during an over-the-top birthday celebration. I know that Franken bunny here could probably chew a hole through a 6-inch cement wall, but the thought that he may have become a dictator's dinner is still kinda sad. That's it for this countdown. Have a good one!